Hey, my YouTube family. It's your girl Alicia Lester, your niche coach. And today on Get Your Shit Together, we are going to talk about living in the moment. How many of you have a hard time living in the moment and taking in everything that you need to take in to enjoy your day, to enjoy your life? How many of you have a hard time doing that? I know I used to. I used to be the kind of person that I would sabotage my own success. When I felt that I was on the brink of something amazing, I promise you, I could just throw a wrench in it really, really fast, which was not good. But that was kind of what I came from. I came from a type of background that said, you better be blessed and thankful for where you are. Don't ask for anything more. You better be good where you at. As if God wasn't big enough to do more and to give more and to be, all those kinds of things. But, sometimes sometimes people can only give you what they got. So I was given what they gave. That was it. But I learned from myself that you can ask for more and that you can have more. And it's okay to live in the moment. It's okay to enjoy what's going on all around you. It's okay to be okay with your success. It's okay. You don't always have to focus on the negative and focus on sometimes just live in the positive. If you opened your business and nobody else is clapping for you, that's okay. Clap for yourself. Because I'm hoping you didn't open that business for them. Please don't do that. You open a business and you do things for yourself. You didn't buy that home for somebody else. You didn't buy that new car for somebody else. At least I hope you didn't, because what we're not going to do is be out here trying to please people that don't matter. We're not going to do that. So it's okay. Sometimes just clap for yourself. Sometimes just focus on the joy that that has been brought to you and live in it. Live in that moment. It's okay. That's all I wanted to tell you guys, is that it's okay to live in your moment. If you opened a store, if you work for a company or whatever it is that you are doing, it's okay to just say, you know what? I just got a raise. You know what? I just got a new parking space. I just got new inventory. I just, got employee of the month. Those are good things. Those are amazing things. Honey, and you don't have to have your own business for somebody to be excited about yourself. You don't have to be that, child. That's hard work. That's hard work. If I probably could live my life all over again, honey, I'd probably be working for some corporate company doing what, honey, because that way I ain't got to worry about employees. I ain't got to worry about your benefits. I don't have to worry about your PTO. I don't have to worry about those things. I don't. But since I am in the business of having multi-businesses, I take it the way it comes. And I bask in my moments. And I'm happy with our success. I'm happy with where we're going. And it's not saying that every day is amazing and every day is the best day and all that kind of stuff. No, some days, child, we want to choke ourselves, choke each other, whatever. It just comes along with the territory. But those days that are amazing, enjoy them. Enjoy them. Because that gives you the motivation for the days that are not so okay, the days that are not so great. Enjoy your moment. Clap for yourself. If you have a good group of friends or a good support system, make sure you clap and show up for one another. Make sure you do those things. But in the event that somebody else has something going on with their life and they simply forget to call and say that they appreciate you or that's a great job or something like that, you still have to hold your head up high enough to know it's okay. I can clap for me. My hands never stop clapping for me. They never stop clapping for me. And I do that because that way I'm not worried about the expectations of others or my expectations of others. I don't worry about those things. Sometimes people can't clap for you because they have no idea what they're doing in their own lives. Sometimes people can't clap for you because they're not happy with themselves. Sometimes people can't clap for you because you actually got up and did what you said you wanted to do, and they're still simply sitting back trying to figure out when the next train is coming. Sometimes people can't be happy for you because they're just not happy. That's not your problem. That's not your problem. That's not your worry. That's not none of those things. It's not. It's just not. You support them. You be there for them. You listen to them. You help guide them. But ultimately, the work is for them to do. You did the work. So why shouldn't you get the glory from doing your work? Stop allowing people to make you feel like you don't deserve more. You do. When people would say to me, "Oh, Alicia, you opened up a salon, or you did this, or you did that," I would shoot myself in the foot. I would always say, "Yeah, but it's too much work," or "Yeah, but it's not all that," or "Yeah, but it's not like the one down the street." Who gives a damn about down the street? Sometimes it's about substance. Sometimes it's about who the person is that just opened up the business, or the person is that answers the phone, or sometimes it's about somebody other than, be happy for you. Don't shoot yourself down because you don't want to seem like you're bragging or seem like you're boasting. You're not bragging and boasting. We all know what bragging and boasting looks like. We know what that sounds like. You're simply happy for yourself. And it's okay to be happy for yourself. It's okay to love on yourself a little bit. And if you want to go buy yourself something, child, that's your business. If you want to go and celebrate, that is your business. Don't let somebody tell you what you should and shouldn't do, or who you should and should not be. As soon as somebody say, "Oh, you opened your little business," I know y'all seen that meme going around here. I ain't saying about your little man or your little job, your little bank account, your little car, your little boyfriend, or your little girlfriend. I ain't saying about that. So don't worry about my little business. Stop letting people tell you who you are. Be happy about your success. Be okay with your success. I know, like for me, I was never a fan of investors, because if the company crash, now I feel some kind of way, because now all these people have put this money in, and oh my gosh, I didn't get a chance to take it to the next level that I thought I would. I didn't get a chance to give them the return that I said I could. So anything that I did from the ground up by myself. And I remember people saying, "Oh, you got those chairs? Oh, okay. Oh, you got that kind of floor? Oh, okay. Oh, you painted it that color?" I did what I could do. I did what worked best for me. I've been inside of a lot of fancy places, honey, and they had nothing to offer. Nothing to offer at all. I've been in some bootleg shacks, honey, that gave me complete life. So sometimes it's not about the space and the people and the place and the this, that, and the other. Sometimes it's about the person that pull it off. Sometimes you got to step back and be like, you know what? He or she did that. And they are continuing to do that. But people that do that is because they're able to do that because they don't give a shit about what no one else says. And they don't give a shit who is sitting on the side clapping for them, because they are constantly clapping for themselves. So always think about that before you open your mouth and say things about another person's job, another person's company, another person's product, another person's whatever. It could be anything. I see people all the time bash small business owners and different things like that. It's a lot of work. Small business to a big business. It's a lot of work. I have been on the end of both. It's a lot of work. And it's so easy for someone to sit back and say what they would do or what they would have done if they had the money or if they had the space or this is that and the other. You can't say that until you're actually standing in those shoes. Sometimes when I go places and I hear people complain about service, oh, this waiter is moving too slow, or this person is doing this, that, and the other. Sometimes, you have no idea what a person is going through. Everybody can't check their mental health at the door. Some people cannot. Some people can't. B, you don't know who called in for work today. You have no idea. So while you rushing this waiter, sometimes they short-staffed in the back because nobody decided to come to work today. 9 times out of 10, the ones that decided not to come to work today are the ones that want to be a boss so bad. Child, that's sickening talk to me when I hear people say that. Come to work. That's a boss. Show up. That's a boss. Be productive. That's a big boss. You know what I'm saying? Those kinds of things. When you hear people say, well, Well, I didn't like this or I didn't like that. Now don't get me wrong. Some people just got shitty service. They do. That is possible. But some people are truly back there trying. Some people are truly back there trying and making sure that you have the best thing ever. I always tease one of my girlfriends because when we go out, she complains about everything on the menu. Everything on the menu. So this is what I tell the waiter before he comes out. Before he takes everybody's order, take mine first. She gonna piss you off. So take mine's first. That way I know for sure mine's got all the good shit and the things that it need inside of it, okay? Her, no pickles, 2 onions, 3 pieces of lettuce, 4 pieces of cheese. Take away one of the cheese. Put my shit in the way I asked you to. Don't worry about it. I'll take the onions off when it come out. And that's just me. And some people say, well, I pay for what I want. I get that. But don't give people a hard time, honey, because that messes up everybody's goddamn order at the table. That's a problem for me. So I don't do that. But I also, because I have always had businesses where I provided a service to people, I make sure that I'm appreciative of the people that are working hard to get it done. You got to make sure that you are working, you're doing that. Every holiday season, I make sure I tip I tip very, very well. I've always been a tipper, but I think I tip even more because I understand what it's like. I always make sure I shake hands and I say hello to the janitor in whatever building that I'm in because they are people too. I make sure I leave a tip when I'm at hotels and things like that, even if it's just a note letting them know. I remove all the blankets. I remove all the sheets. I do that for 2 reasons, honey. Number one, I need you to know. I want to make your job a little bit easier for you, honey. I've been in here laying and playing and all that all day long. So let's get all this up and ready for you. And number 2, I need to make sure that the person that comes in after me get good sheets, good towels, clean everything. Sometimes I make stuff dirty on purpose just so I know for sure they have to bring new ones in. That's just me. That's just something that I do. But people like to feel important and they like to feel wanted. They like to feel appreciated. They like to feel that. So I make sure I'm doing that. So that way, when it's time to live in the moments, these people can. And this person can hold their head up and say, you know what? That person left a note and said, I did an amazing job today. Sometimes maybe that person was having a bad day. What you say can change the whole thing. What you say and what you do can change the trajectory of a person's whole entire day. Some of you have the power right in your hands and you fumble it. You fumble it because you want to go live or because you want to bash someone or because you want to make fun of or because you want to, I don't know what it's for. You don't have to do all that. You don't have to do all that at all. If the service isn't good, I tip. I may not tip as much, but I still tip. And I do that because I don't know what may be going on with you back there or up here. But I got my food and I got the service and I got all these things. Just know that this probably could have increased had things been a little bit better. But I do appreciate you being able to do your job or as much of it as you could. One time me and my husband went to go eat and a young lady, she stopped at our table. I don't even know if she was supposed to be our waitress, but she stopped at our table and we just got to talking and she was talking about therapy. And I know she was saying things that she probably didn't need to say or shouldn't have been saying on the job. But what were the chances that my husband is a mental health therapist? So he was able to identify with a lot of what she was saying. All she wanted was someone to listen. And that was okay because we was just talking anyway or on our phone playing a game or something like that. But she just wanted someone to listen to her. And that's what we did. We listened to her. And we tipped her very well. And we did that because we noticed 2 things. Number 1, she was dealing with some things mentally. And number 2, and she didn't know how to, she was trying. You could tell she was trying to get on her feet. She was trying to do something. And number 2, she mentioned having children and, it was a holiday season and we just wanted to make sure that we could, bless them as well, as much as best we could. But there's also sometimes, well, honey, I go somewhere and I don't have a tip. I don't have anything, but I know for sure that the Lord will continue to bless me because my heart is always in the right place. I remember going to church one time, honey, and I didn't even have no money to put into the tithe and offering bucket. I wrote on the envelope, Lord, help me. And I put it in there. Child, there wasn't $1 inside of there. But when I left outside that church, it was a $20 bill sitting by my car door on the ground, tattered, like the wind had been blowing it and it had got a little dirty. I got to the gas station to put that $20 in there. When I opened up the door, there was another small amount of cash that was laying on the side, hadn't blown away, hadn't done anything. It was almost as if it was waiting for me. Now, the Lord helped me that I put into that collection plate. It wasn't as a joke. It wasn't anything like that. I didn't have anything. I was down to my absolute last. And honey, when I say last, I mean last name. I ain't had no money. I didn't have anything. But I needed the Lord to know that I had every intention on blessing the church. I just didn't have no money. I didn't have any money. And I didn't have any gas. I didn't have anything. Honey, I was going to church and I was going home. He knew my heart. He knew my heart. He knew what I was trying to do. He knew where my intentions was laying at. He knew that. And I took in that moment. And I was able to be excited in that very moment because I know for sure it would not have been done otherwise. But because my heart was in the right place, I was able to live in the moment. I was able to be appreciative. And I did exactly what I set out to do. I needed gas. I wanted to grab me and my son some things to eat that Sunday. I went to the store. I didn't go to a restaurant. I didn't do any of those things. You know? So there's a lot that goes into this thing. Life is something strange. I promise you it's something strange, but it gets better. It gets better. Some of you right now are watching this and you're at your last. You don't have anything. You don't have nothing. And you just watching this broadcast, honey, because your phone is charged up, but your phone bill is due. When your intentions are in the right place, you can live in the moment because you have to know that it's going to be turned around for you. You have to know that you are good enough to have more, to do more, to be more. But when you get that more, pay attention to what you do with it. Pay attention to how you spend it. Pay attention to how you're living. Pay attention to all of those things. God never allowed me to win the lottery, honey, because he knew I'd be broke. He knew I'd give money to everybody I looked at, everybody that I saw. That's how my heart is. That's just how I'm built up. I can sometimes do so much more for people and then it leaves me empty. That's not what we're doing. I don't want to be empty anymore. I want either everybody to have something or a child. I got to, you know what I'm saying? I got to be able to pray for you and live for me. I can't put my all into somebody else anymore. I can't put my everything into other things anymore. If God blessed me with that $20, honey, I better go get some gas. And I don't mean go buy a drink. I don't mean go buy nothing crazy. Go get my son something crazy. I did exactly what I'd set out to do. Increase started coming. Things started coming. When you think about doing things the right way, I promise you, when your heart is in the right place, you can live in the moment. And that's what I want for you all. As we continue down this journey, as we continue to talk, as we continue to communicate, as we continue to get to know one another, that's what I want for you. That's the place that I want you all to go. Some of you are on the verge of something so amazing, but you are in your own way. Step out of your own way so you can get this thing. Step out of your own way so you can pay attention to the blessings that's coming your way. Some of you are blocking your own blessings because you won't move. Move. Take the first step. Step out on faith. Do it afraid. Move. And when you do those things, you can live in the moment. You can live in the moment. I promise you, you can. I wouldn't tell you nothing that I ain't already dealt with, or already gone through, or already, experienced. You can live in the moment. Just move. Sometimes he just wants you to get out of your own way. Once you get out of your own way, you'll start to see things open up. Doors will start opening up that was closed months ago, years ago. I tell everybody, I'm reaping the benefits right now from things that I prayed about 10 years ago. You talk about God's time. Honey, I knew for sure me and him didn't have the same watch. Ain't no way in the world. There's no way we had the same time, because I wanted what I wanted right then, because I felt like I needed it then. I'm so thankful he didn't give it to me. I'm so thankful he didn't surround me with those people. I'm so thankful he didn't take me down those dark places. I'm so thankful that he didn't do any of those things that I felt like I needed right now. I'd be in a world of trouble. So to be able to sit back and now see the fruits of my labor, to now see the love of my life, to now see the children that I longed for, to now see the grandkids that I didn't think I would be able to be alive long enough to see. You know what I'm saying? To see all of that. A clean bill of health, no cancer. No, come on now, somebody. The only thing I didn't prepare for was my mother being gone. But she gave me 40 of the most fabulous years that I can't even complain. So he does things on his time and how he wants to. If it ain't God for you, insert whatever you want to insert there. Just step out and go. Just step out and do it. I don't care who you pray to. I don't care if you pray. I don't care what you do. A good heart overrides everything for me. But you got to be willing to put in the work. You got to be willing to believe in whatever it is that you believe in. You got to be able to sit back and allow these things to manifest. Things that you are asking for right now may not come right now. I know you feel like you need it right now. But what you going to do if he give it to you? What you going to do if he give it to you? I've been blessed with substantial amounts of money plenty of times in my life, blew it. I've been blessed to go places and do things, blew it. All of that because I wasn't ready for it. But I wanted what I wanted right then at that moment. And so he said, okay, there you go. And I fumbled it. I fumbled it because I wasn't ready for it. So I stepped back and I was like, you know what? If it's meant for me to have it, give it to me. If I'm not going to act right, keep it. And honey, when I say he kept it, I promise you he kept it. He didn't even try to give me a glimpse of it. He kept it all for himself. I am now able to see these things. But that comes with knowledge and wisdom and understanding and patience. It comes with patience. It has to come with patience. There's no other way to explain it. 10 years ago, I didn't know how I was going to pay my rent. 10 years later, I don't have a payment for the house that I own. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have it. 10 years ago, they was going to come get my car. You can't come get nothing over here now. Not now, nothing. Not now, one. You cannot. You can't. You cannot. 10 years ago, I was looking up in some man's face that probably didn't mean me any good. 10 years later, child, I'm looking at my forever. So you have to pay attention and you have to be patient and you have to be diligent in what it is that you are working on, what it is that you are trying to do. You want to start that business? Get that business plan. Write it down. I want to see what you're talking about. I want to see what you're going to do when them times get rough. I want to see what you're going to do when there's nothing, you know what I'm saying? When you have more bills than income. I want to see how you react to certain situations. I want to see all of that. So you want to talk business to me? You wanted me to be a business coach? I can do that. I can definitely coach you to open up your business. I can. But you have to be ready to do the work. You have to be ready to clean your credit. You have to be ready to clean your life. You have to be ready to start over. You have to be ready to do a whole lot of things. I promise you. It's serious. Big business is serious. If you really want to take that thing to the next level, that's fine. But if you just want a little LLC, just so you can say, or somebody can Google you and you can see that you got, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I'll let you play in my face for a little bit with that. That's fine. That's what you want. That's fine. But when you're really serious, you're going to do the work. And the homework is it's not a simple thing. You will educate yourself on the business that you are trying to start. The position that you want to fill at your job, you will do the work. Stop feeling like because just because you feel overlooked doesn't mean that they overlooked you. That doesn't mean that. Maybe your performance sucks. Maybe your attendance is shot. Maybe you know what I'm saying? All of those kinds of things. A job has to pay attention to what the areas that they need you in. Just because you feel like you need to be here don't mean that the budget say you need to be here. And if you feel like you need to go, that's fine. Somebody else to come up. That's okay. But sometimes you are here in this spot because this is the best place for you. Maybe this is where we see the most work, the most production, the most, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you are right here because this is where you need to be. I've seen so many people try to skip up the ladder, and then when they get up to the top, you can't even now you don't know what to do. Now you up there and you fumbling. Sometimes you're here because God wants you here, and you'll eventually work your way up to the top. Sometimes it's just like that. I had to work in a salon for years before I was able to open up my own. And I watched each and every salon owner that I ever worked for. I watched the way they ran their business. It gave me two things: what to do, what not to do. But I had to study these individuals. And I had to see how well they react to certain things. I had to. I also had to think about the type of employee that I was. Are you coming to work? Are you paying your booth rent? Are you getting your clients done? Are your clients satisfied? What your time management look like? What are you know what I'm saying? Your availability. Are you available for these people? I had to check all of those things at the door. Some of you can't wait to open up something, but then it's always a closed sign on the door. Why? Why? If you're going to step out and do it, then you need to do it. Sometimes you got to work that register if nobody else is there to work it. Sometimes you have to fold them clothes and that inventory if nobody else is able to do it. Sometimes you have to stock those products if no one else can do those things for you. Oftentimes, I wanted to do those things for myself just because I needed to know what it took for my employees to be the best that they needed to be. I've never owned a job. I've never owned a company and didn't do the work. Never. I want to know what my employees feel. I want to know what they see. I want to know what they know. I want to know what they think about the company. I want to know all of those things. You don't open a business automatically to put somebody in there to work. Nobody will run your business like you. So then you won't be able to live in the moment. You know why? Because now you got to close because you have no one. And then the first thing you do is run to social media and say, nobody is supporting me. Well, you're not there to support yourself. You're supposed to clap for you no matter what. That's how you live in the moment. When you know that you are putting in the work for whatever it is that you need to do, that is how you live in the moment. So that's what I want for you all. Continue to follow me on all social media platforms. Look me up, Alicia Brima on Facebook, author Alicia Lester on Instagram, The Niche Coach on Facebook and on Instagram. I do not have a Twitter, honey. I can't tweet fast enough for the young folks. I can't do it. My YouTube channel, The Niche Coach. Get your shit together. We're here. I'm here. I'm excited for what's coming up for everybody. I'm excited for my new books. Again, check me out on Amazon, Alicia Lester. Both my books will pop up. One is Life Behind the Chair, book about my life. The other one, Odabo means bye-bye, book about my children and their grandma. And then I have my third book coming out, Get Your Shit Together. Super excited about it. Everything is in the works because I have to do the work to live in the moment. In the meantime, guys, get your shit together. I'm Alicia Lester, your niche coach. I appreciate you all. Stop right now. Click subscribe. Tell a friend. Share it. Send it. Do whatever it is that you have to do. Let somebody know. But I need you all to click subscribe. It's super important. I had no idea how important subscribe was. Child, please. If you love me on Facebook, I need you to love me on here. Continue to follow me. Continue to love on me. Continue to appreciate and support and all those things that you do. I love you guys. Inbox me. I'm always looking for more content. Always looking for more and more people to jump on and let me know what kind of topics they want to talk about. All of that. I am here. And I'm not going nowhere. And since I'm not going nowhere, I need you to get your shit together so you can do what it is that you need to do. I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye-bye.